Good evening, everyone. Here I will read the text to complete my English assignment. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rosalia Nike, Class M2 Management Study Program, Faculty of Economics, with ID 2110417384. Will accompany you a minute. Once there was a poor man, his name was Hans. He had no money, no house, and no food, but he was happy. I find something, he said. I walked down the next town. After a short time, a very old woman called to him from across the road. "What do you want?" asked Hans. "What do you want?" said the old woman. "What do I want? I want money." "You can't have money," said the old woman. "Take this magic blue coat and climb to the top of that tall tree. Climb down inside it. You will come into there from with 300 lights. There are 3 doors. Go through the first door and you will see a big box, and the box seat a dog with eggs. Don't be afraid. It won't hurt you. Put my blue coat on the floor. Take the dog and put it down on the coat in front of the box. Open the box and you will see money. Take some. Go through the second door and you will see a bigger box. On the box sits a dog with eyes. Legs are orange. Don't be afraid. It won't hurt you. Put the dogs down on the coat in front of the box. Open the box and you will see gold. Take some. Go through the third door. There you will see the biggest box and the box. Sit dog with eyes as large as plates. Don't be afraid. It's friendly. There are jewels in this box. Take some. This is wonderful, said Hans. But what I can do for you, I need money, or gold, or jewels, said the old woman. I only want little thing in the third room. There is a small glass box. My grandmother lost it there. Bring me that box. Hans climbed up the tree and down. Inside the tree he went down and then walked down and then 300 lights and 3 door. He opened first door and went into a little room. There of books was a dog with eyes as large and as egg. Good dog, said Hans. He remembered the old woman's word. He put her blue coat on the floor. He took the dogs and put it down on the coat in front of the books. He opened the books and he got very excited. He took some money and put it in his hat. He put the dogs back on the box and went into the second room. 3 and a box was a dog with eyes as large as orange. "You find dog," said Hans. He put the dogs down in front of the books and opened the books. His eyes were suddenly as yellow as the gold in the box. Hans took some gold and put it in his dad. He went into the last room. This dog's eyes were lights are plates. "You are very fine dog," he said. Hans looked up at the jewels in the books. His eyes were suddenly red, blue, yellow, green, and gold. He took some jewels and put them in his shoes. Then he remembered the old woman's glass box he found on the floor next the dogs. He climbed up inside the tree again. It hurted his time with a heavy gold and jewels, but he got out of a tree, tore down the box cut, and the old woman when she saw him, but he did not throw it. Suddenly a stone hit him. Had help going to fall and die. He threw, but he put out hand and he did not fail. "Did you throw that stone?" he called. "Yes." "Now give me." See, it's not very friendly. "Now I'm not going to give it "You," answered the old woman, got very angry, and her face was very ugly. He climbed to ground and walked away down the road. She called his name, but he did not answer. She called no nothing. It was night when he came to town. He found very nicer, and asked for the best one the next day. He went out and bought beautiful clothes. He was a very important and rich man. People thought he suddenly him had many friends. One day somebody asked him, "Do you know about the princess?" "What princess?" asked Hans. "Who is she? Where does she live?" "You cannot see her," answered that man. "Why not?" "Because she is a big house and she can live in there is only one door. The windows are high up. She never goes out." The king says nobody can see her. "Why does she live in that?" "Why?" asked Hans. "Because a clever old man said to the king, 'Your daughter we married poor man.'" The king is very angry. He built the big house with thick windows and shut the princess in it. "I want to see the princess," said Hans. He found the house and went to the door, but the king's servants quickly sent him away. Then he put on his most expensive clothes and went to the king's home. The king was very angry. "Don't come near my house again," he shouted. "I will cut off your head and put it on a stick." Hans lived well at this time and quickly used his money. One day he only had $2. In his room he found a poor house and lived in this. Hans was poor now. Nobody cooked his food, nobody cleaned his shoes. His rich friends did not invite him to their homes. They tried to find the tree with the 3 dogs again, but he couldn't find. After a short time, Hans had no money for food. He looked around his room. What could be seen there on the table? He saw the little glass box. "Bread, I can buy some bread with this," he thought. "Why did the old woman want I eat it? It's glass, but I can see into it. Perhaps there are jewels or gold inside." He tried to open the box, but he couldn't. He held on with hands. Suddenly, the dogs with eyes as large as eggs appeared in front of him. "What do you want?" asked the dogs. "What do I want?" cried Hans. "I want money." The dogs went away. It quickly came back with a bag of money in its mouth. Hans dogs when he said, "I know the first dog comes when I hit the box once. One second, dogs will come when I hit the box again. The third dog will come when I hit the box 3 times." He hit the box 1, 2, and the dogs with eyes as large as orange broke gold hit the box 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and the dogs with eyes as large as plates work jewels. Hans was rich again. He bought beautiful clothes and moved to a big house. All his friends come back. "Why didn't you visit us?" he said. Where are you?" Hans did not like dizzy friends. He thought only of the sad princess. She can never go out. He thought she can never walk in the garden. Her mother is dead. She can only speak the servants and the old king. She has an unhappy life. One night, Hans could not sleep. Suddenly, he had an idea. I got up from his bed, took the glass box and hid it. "Once the dogs come, it is night, a beautiful night," said Hans, "and nobody will see I know that she princess. Would you like a walk in my garden?" "Bring her here very quickly." The dogs came back. The princess was asleep on the bed. Her beautiful face was sad. Hans walked here and took her into the garden. "Where am?" she cried. "What is happening?" "See you is Everett, you are walking with me in my garden," said Han. "Looks, the flowers are asleep." "Here, garden," cried the princess, and I'm outside with the ground under my feet and the sky over my head. No walls, no windows. I can hear the sounds of the night surround me. They walked for a long time. Then sun started to appear. "I had to go," she said. "But how did I get here?" Sans told about the glass box and the dog. She hid the box and called the dog "good dog." She said, "When it appeared, you have beautiful eyes. Take me home. I don't want anybody to see us. Thank you for this night, Han." The princess climbed up the dog's back and fell asleep the next day. The princess did not remember anything, but she felt different here. Servant Anna, a jealous and unking woman, woke she said, "Woke up, princess. It is the middle of the day. Of king waiting for you." "She is," said the princess, and she jumped heavily out of bed. "Look, Anna, it's a beautiful day." Anna started to think a number of things. "We're strange. First, the princess always got up at 7 o'clock, but today it was 12 o'clock. Second, the princess was up always. Sad, but today she was happy. For third, the bottom of Princess Night dress was dittered for. There was a beautiful white flower on the princess' bedroom floor, but there were no white flowers in the king garden. Anna, when the king, let's wait and what said the king when she goes out again. With follow her hands was in love with the princess. He talked about her all day and all night. After 3 days, he can't wait. He hit the glass box 1, 2, and the dogs with eyes as large as orange. "Afraid, please bring the princess to my garden," he said. The dogs went to the princess, but Anna was there. The dog carried the princess away on its back, and Anna followed the dog. Stopped at the door of a big house, and when it Anna wrote the letter X on the door and went home. Hans and the princess walked in the garden. Hans told the story of the old woman and the tree and three dogs and the glass box. He told the princess about his poor mother and about his 3 brothers and 3 sisters. The princess loved his story. She talks about her parents. "My father was a great man and a good king," she said, "but when my mother died, he came suddenly. He was old and tired and sad. He sold me in that house. Now he gets angry about little things. He doesn't want to kings. He wants white flowers in the garden. My mother loved white flowers, but now his flower always die." The red of the morning sun started to light up the sky. The princess said goodnight to Hans. He hid the box 1, 2, and the second dogs appeared with its eyes as big as orange. This dog could see everything. It saw the X on the door, and I told Hans, "Ho ho, Lieutenant, come with me quickly, and we write X on every door, and this street and the next 10th Street and the next." Anna told the king the story of the night. The king took Anna and some men. "The hand street, here is the house," cried Anna. "No, here it is," cried the king. One of the men ran the house in the next street. The said tree in a X on the door. Every house had an X on the door. The king was very angry and went home. Later that day, Anna thought of another plan. She went into her room and shut the door. She made a small bag and she put little white stones in the bag. She made a small cut in the bottom of the bag and then put in the princess' clothes now, she said when the princess got out the little stones which fell onto the road. We can follow the stone to the house. The knight hands called the princess again with the glass box. They walked in the garden. The dog with eyes as large as plates waited the front of the house. I would like to be a prince, said Hans. I would like not to be princess, said the princess. Why, asked Hans. She then answered, I want to be a prince. He said, because I want to marry you. They sat down under a tree. Hans put the glass box on the ground next to him. Don't be a prince, she said. I can love a prince. I will be a poor girl and you will be Hans. At that minute the dog saw the king and Anna with 100 servants. They come out of the king's house and looked at the little white stones. The white stones shone on the dark, and they followed them. The dogs ran to the princess. The king is coming, he cried quickly. The dogs ran away through the street with the princess on its back. The king, Anna, and the servants arrived at Hans' house. In the princess here, cried King. Hans didn't answer. Suddenly the king saw his daughter's little shoe on the ground next to some beautiful white flowers. He couldn't speak for a minute. Then he said angrily to Hans, my woodcutter, which cut off your head at 12 o'clock tomorrow. The servant took Hans the king's house and shut him in a room. Hans looked for this glass box. Where was it lost? He could not call the dogs. Then he remembered it was under the tree. When the sun came up, Hans went to the window and looked at. He was very high up. He saw a little boy below him and came to him. Hello, little boy. What do you want? Cried the boy. Would you like 3 pounds? Yes, please, said the boy. Then run to my house. Say to my servant Hans has a little glass bucket. It is in gutter under the tree. Wants me to bring into king's house. When you bring me the box, I will give you 3 points. The boy deserves. A little time later he came back with the box. Throw it up to me, called Hans. The boy threw up the box and Hans caught in. Then threw down the money. At the minute the door opened and the king's men came in. They took Hans to a big square in the center of the town. Everybody from the town was there. They wanted to watch the king stand in middle of the square with the important people of the town around him. In front of Hans stood a big strong woodcutter. He wore a long red coat and a tall black hat. Are you ready? Said the king of the woodcutter. Are you ready? Said the woodcutter to the Hans. No, cried Hans, and he took out the glass box. Are you ready? Said the woodcutter to Hans. No, cried Hans, and hit the box on. He hits the box again. 2-1 and again 2-1. 3 dogs stood in front of him. Take the woodcutter away, he said. The dogs with eyes as large as eggs tore him eat the river. The dogs ran away with the woodcutter on his back. Take the came wing owens, hands it to the dogs with eyes large a place. The dogs got bigger and bigger. Everybody was with open mouths now. The dogs was as big as house. The king's men were very afraid and ran away. Bring the princess here. When said to the dogs with eyes as big as oranges, where in the king? He cried. In short time the princess and the king stood in front of Hans with the dogs behind them. Do you want to be king? Hans asked. The old king no said, "The king, I only want to have white flowers in my garden and a happy daughter. When the princess and I marry, what flowers I live in your garden again, and the princess will be happy." And so Hans married the princess. The new king and queen lived happily for many years. They had 6 children and a big garden. The old king lived this last year. Next near them his garden was of white flowers all day. Bahasa Indonesianya, pernah ada seorang pria miskin namanya Hans. Dia tidak punya uang, tidak ada rumah, dan tidak ada makanan. Tapi dia senang. Saya akan menemukan sesuatu yang dia katakan. Saya akan berjalan di jalan ini ke kota berikutnya. Setelah waktu yang singkat, seorang wanita yang sangat tua menelpon kepadanya dari seberang jalan. "Apa yang kamu inginkan?" bertanya kepada Hans. "Apa yang kamu inginkan?" kata wanita tua itu. "Apa yang saya inginkan? Saya ingin uang kamu, dapat memiliki uang," kata wanita tua itu. "Ambil mantel biru ajaib ini dan naik ke puncak pohon tinggi itu, turun di dalamnya. Anda akan masuk ke sebuah ruangan besar dengan 300 lampu. Ada 3 pintu masuk melalui pintu pertama, dan Anda akan melihat sebuah kotak besar. Di atas kotak itu duduk seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar telur. Telur itu akan jika Anda meletakkan mantel biru saya di lantai. Ambil anjing itu dan letakkan di atas mantel di depan kotak. Buka kotak itu dan Anda akan melihat uang. Ambil beberapa lewati pintu kedua dan Anda akan melihat kotak yang lebih besar. Di kotak itu duduk anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk. Jangan takut, tidak ada salahnya Anda meletakkan anjing di atas mantel di depan kotak terbuka. Kotak dan Anda akan melihat emas. Ambil beberapa, lewati pintu ketiga. Di sana Anda akan melihat kotak terbesar. Di dalam kotak duduk seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar piring. Jangan takut, ramah. Ada permata di dalam kotaknya. Ambil beberapa, itu yang luar biasa, kata Hans. Tapi apa yang bisa saya lakukan untuk Anda? Saya tidak ingin uang atau emas atau permata, kata wanita tua itu. Saya hanya ingin satu hal kecil. Di kamar ketiga ada kotak kaca kecil nenek saya. Kehilangannya di sana. Membawa saya kotak itu memanjat pohon dan kemudian turun di dalam pohon. Dia turun dan turun dan turun. Kemudian dia melihat 300 lampu dan 3 pintu. Dia membuka pintu pertama dan masuk ke sebuah ruang kecil. Di sana di atas sebuah kotak ada seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar telur. "Anjing yang baik," berkata Hans. Ia ingat kata-kata wanita tua itu. Dia meletakkan mantel birunya di lantai. Dia mengambil anjing itu dan meletakkannya di mantel di depan kotak. Dia membuka kotak itu dan dia menjadi sangat bersemangat. Dia mengambil sejumlah uang dan memasukkannya ke dalam topinya. Dia meletakkan anjing itu kembali ke dalam kotak dan pergi ke kamar. Kedua, di sana sebuah kotak. Ada seekor anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk. "Anjing yang baik," kata Hans. Dia meletakkan anjing itu di depan kotak dan membuka kotak itu. Matanya tiba-tiba menjadi kuning, seperti emas di dalam kotak. Hans mengambil beberapa emas dan taruh di topinya, lalu dia masuk ke ruangan terakhir. Mata anjing ini sebesar piring. "Kamu anjing yang baik-baik," katanya. Hans melihat permata di dalam kotak matanya. Tiba-tiba merah, biru, kuning, hijau, dan emas. Dia mengambil beberapa permata dan meletakkannya di sepatunya. Lalu dia ingat kotak kaca wanita tua itu. Dia menemukannya di lantai di sebelah anjing. Dia memanjat ke dalam pohon lagi. Kali ini lebih sulit dengan emas yang berat dan permata. Tapi dia keluar dari pohon, terus melempar ke bawah kotak yang disebut wanita tua itu. Ketika dia melihatnya, tetapi dia tidak melemparkannya. Tiba-tiba sebuah batu mengenai kepalanya. Tolong, aku akan jatuh dan mati, dia pikir, tapi dia padamkan tangan dan dia tidak jatuh. Apakah kamu melempar batu itu? Dia memanggilnya. Ya, sekarang beri aku dia. Tidak terlalu ramah. Sekarang aku tidak akan memberikannya padamu, dia menjawab. Wanita tua itu menjadi sangat marah dan wajahnya sangat jelek. Dia naik ke tanah dan berjalan pergi. Menyusuri jalan, dia memanggil namanya, tetapi dia tidak menjawab. Dia tidak bisa melakukan apa-apa. Saat itu, malam ketika dia datang ke kota, dia menemukan kamar yang sangat bagus dan meminta makanan terbaik. Keesokan harinya, dia pergi dan membeli pakaian yang indah. Dia adalah orang yang sangat tinggi, dan orang kaya mengira dia tiba-tiba punya banyak teman. Suatu hari, seseorang bertanya kepadanya, apakah kamu tahu tentang sang putri? Apa putri, bertanya Hans. Siapa dia? Di mana dia tinggal? Dia tinggal di kamu. Dia tidak bisa melihatnya, menjawab pria itu. Mengapa tidak? Karena dia berada di sebuah rumah besar dan dia tidak bisa meninggalkannya. Hanya ada satu pintu, jendelanya tinggi. Dia tidak pernah keluar. Raja mengatakan tidak ada yang bisa melihatnya. Mengapa dia hidup seperti itu? Tanya Hans. Karena seorang lelaki tua yang pandai berkata kepada raja putrinya akan menikah dengan seorang miskin raja. Sangat marah, dia membangun rumah besar dengan jendela tinggi dan menutup putri di dalamnya. Aku ingin melihat putri, kata Hans. Dia menemukan rumah dan pergi ke pintu. Tetapi pelayan raja dengan sangat cepat mengirimnya pergi. Kemudian mengenakan pakaiannya yang paling mahal dan pergi ke rumah raja. Sangat marah. Jangan dekati rumahku lagi, dia berteriak. Aku akan memenggal kepalamu dan meletakkannya di atas tongkat. Hans hidup dengan baik saat ini dan dengan cepat menggunakan uangnya. Suatu hari dia akan memiliki 2 permata. Dia meninggalkan kamarnya yang bagus. Dia menemukan sebuah rumah miskin dan tinggal di dalamnya. Hans miskin sekarang. Tidak ada yang memasak makanannya, tidak ada yang membersihkan sepatunya. Teman-temannya yang kaya tidak mengundangnya ke rumah mereka. Dia mencoba menemukan pohon dengan ketiga anjing itu lagi, tetapi dia tidak dapat menemukannya. Setelah beberapa saat, Hans tidak punya uang, tidak ada uang. Makanan, dia mencari sekeliling kamarnya. Apa yang bisa dia jual di sana? Di atas meja, dia melihat kotak kaca kecil. Mungkin saya bisa membeli roti dengan ini, dia pikir. Mengapa wanita tua itu menginginkannya waktu itu, kaca itu? Tapi saya tidak bisa melihat ke dalamnya. Mungkin ada permata atau emas di dalam. Dia mencoba membuka kotak itu, tetapi dia tidak bisa. Dia memukulnya sekali dengan tangannya. Tiba-tiba anjing dengan mata sebesar telur muncul di depannya. Apa yang kamu inginkan? Raja berdiri di tengah alun-alun dengan orang-orang penting kota di sekelilingnya. Di depan Hans berdiri seorang penebang kayu besar yang kuat. Dia mengenakan mantel merah panjang dan topi hitam tinggi. "Apakah kamu siap?" kata raja pada penebang kayu. "Apakah kamu siap?" mengatakan penebang kayu itu. Itu Hans. Tidak menangis. Hans dan dia mengeluarkan kotak kaca. "Apakah kamu siap?" mengatakan penebang kayu pada Hans. Tidak menangis. Hans dan dia memukul kotak itu. Begitu dia pukul kotak lagi, 1, 2, dan sekali lagi, 1, 2, 3, anjing berdiri di depannya. Pembawa penebang kayu pergi. Dia berkata kepada anjing dengan mata sebesar telur yang ia lempar ke sungai. Anjing itu lari dengan penebang kayu di punggungnya. "Bawa anak buah raja pergi," Hans berkata kepada anjing dengan mata sebesar piring. Anjing itu semakin besar dan semakin besar semua orang yang menonton dengan mulut terbuka. Sekarang anjing itu sebesar rumah. Anak buah raja sangat takut dan lari. "Sang putri ke sini," Hans berkata kepada anjing dengan mata sebesar jeruk. "Di mana raja?" Dia menangis dalam waktu singkat. Sang putri dan raja berdiri di depan dengan tangan anjing di belakang mereka. "Apakah kamu ingin menjadi raja?" Maka bertanyalah pada raja tua itu. Berkata, "Saya hanya ingin memiliki bunga putih di kebun saya dan putri yang bahagia. Ketika sang putri dan aku menikahi, bunga putih yang akan tinggal di tamanmu lagi, dan sang putri akan bahagia dan menikahi sang putri, raja dan ratu baru hidup bahagia selama bertahun-tahun. Mereka memiliki 6 anak dan taman yang sangat besar." Raja yang tua menjalani tahun-tahun terakhirnya di dekat mereka. Tamannya adalah lautan bunga putih sepanjang tahun. That's all from me. Sorry if there are mistakes in pronunciation. That is too fast in speaking. Thank you.